Good morning, children. In the last chapter, we learnt all about motion of an object and the various factors related to motion, such as position, speed, velocity, and acceleration of an object. In chapter 9, we will learn about what causes this motion. The answer is simple. It is force. For without force, no motion can take place. Rest is the natural state of any object. For example, a ball on the ground, when hit upon lightly, does not move forever but comes back to rest. So, to change the state of any object, we need to apply force. The picture shows three different cases of force applied. By pushing a trolley as in figure A, pulling out a drawer as in figure B, and hitting a ball forward as in figure C. So, the basic concept of force is to push, pull, or hit objects to change their state of motion. Force can make an object move. For example, a ball at rest, when struck gently, will start moving. Force can also stop a moving object, like a moving car, that can be stopped suddenly by applying brakes. In all these cases, we cannot see force, but its effects can be felt. Force changes the velocity of an object. That is, force can make the object move faster or slower. For example, the speed of a bicycle can be increased by pedaling more number of times. Force changes the direction of motion. For instance, a volleyball changes its direction when hit by the hand. As seen in the picture, the force applied changes the shape of the spring as well as the ball. In this picture, we see a wooden block kept on a horizontal table. We can also see two equal strings X and Y tied to the two opposite faces of the block. If we apply a force by pulling the string X, then the block moves to the right. But instead, if the string Y is pulled, then the block moves to the left. In both the cases, block moves because the forces applied were unbalanced, which means the force on one side was greater than the other. But when the forces are equal, the block does not move at all. Such equal forces are what we call balanced forces. The forces that do not change the state of rest or of motion of an object are called balanced forces. Here, the picture shows two people trying to push the box from both the sides with two different forces. As the force on one side is greater than the other, these forces become unbalanced. And it is these unbalanced forces that causes the box to move in the direction of greater force. So unbalanced forces are the forces that change the state of rest or of motion of an object. What is frictional force? The force that arises between two surfaces in contact is called a frictional force. Here we see the children trying to push the box with an applied force, but is opposed by the frictional force between the bottom of the box and the floor's rough surface. So these balance forces does not make the box move. Here again, the children push the box harder than the previous case, but still the box does not move. What happened? This is because the friction force balances the pushing force. Here in the last case, the children push the box harder and harder till the pushing force becomes bigger than the friction force. The unbalance in forces makes the box move. So what we understand from today's examples are that unbalanced forces are required to change the state of any object. That's all for today, children. Thank you.